Hi everyone, welcome back to Abstract Medicine. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to be doing a reading all about your love life, and it's going to be interesting. Make sure to follow Abstract Medicine on the YouTube channel. There's going to be all the details, all the information. It's going to be a pick-a-pile reading on the Abstract Medicine YouTube channel. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Bye for now. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Abstract Medicine. I hope you're all doing well. It's a new season, and for some of you, this could also be a new romantic connection. But let's have a look and see what is happening in your love life at this time, what's about to come in. Remember, whatever we are experiencing in the present moment essentially manifests and creates our reality for today and tomorrow. So let's just forget about the past. Let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, deep breath in, deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in, deep breath out. Always a good feeling, always a good feeling. So this is going to be a general reading. This is going to be a pick a pile. You're going to be picking one or two or three piles depending on how your intuition is today. You can listen to all of the readings, or you can listen to one specific pile per reading. Before we get started, a few little things to keep in mind is that I have a mentorship program. The summer season isn't quite finished just yet, but if you would like to get some more clarity with accountability and support and guidance with regard to your focus and what you need to really, and what you want to as well, really manifest in your life. This could be your love life, this could be your career, this could be your body goals, your life goals, your health goals, whatever it may be, your creative goals, then I will hold you accountable through coaching, life coaching on a different level, on a higher level, on a spiritual level, based on the physical. We do one-to-one sessions per week. You get homework. It's fun homework. A lot of my mentees enjoy the homework. It's usually like films, watching TV, watching, reading books, meditation, yoga, and all the fun stuff. I've also incorporated art therapy in the sessions as well, as I do think that this has opened up my mentees' minds and hearts and capabilities. There are tangible results. I'm seeing incredible results from my mentees so far, and so I'd like to offer you the opportunity to book a mentorship program session or mentorship program course with me. It's 6 weeks. It's incredibly affordable. There are a lot of phonies out there, and it's incredibly affordable. Abstract Medicine Collective get 20% off. For some of you, you may already have the code. If you don't have the code just yet, then send me an email. The information is down below to contact, and the website as well is down below. Another thing is that there's going to be, very excited to announce this, retreats, spiritual retreats. They're going to continue, and they're going to be in Italy. So we have September, October, November, and the first 2 weeks of December available. So that's going to be the first slot for the autumn and winter period for spiritual retreats. It's in a place, a beautiful villa in Anzio, which is in Rome province. Rome, the city, is about half an hour's drive, so you get the blessing of being so close to the city, but you also get the blessing of being right by the beach, and it's an iconic and historical area. The villa is beautiful, it's spacious, and you get your healing 3 times a day. It's going to be over a period of 5 days, and you get food and board included. Now, when I say food and board, I mean, I'm talking gourmet, okay? I'm talking gourmet food. You're getting gourmet spiritual healing as well, high class. We're not about this appropriation out there. There's a lot of it out there. And we are here to conduct the sacred messages from spirit through my indigenous line. And very excited to announce my mother is going to be the facilitator along with myself during the 5-day retreat. It's going to be a one-to-one. We still believe in one-to-one sessions per client. So if you're expecting a retreat where there's going to be lots of people, then this may not necessarily be the retreat for you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to be a social and fun event, because there's going to be a party, there's going to be drinks and dinner. There's also, of course, there's going to be opportunities to relax, to go to the beach, to have a beach day, to have a city break as well, and all that fun stuff. Of course, you'll be able to let me know about your food and dietary requirements and any allergies way beforehand. Okay, all the information is coming through soon about your spiritual retreat, 5 days, and I'm going to be making an announcement over the weekend, so you may wish to follow me on it's no longer Abstract Medicine, but follow me on Instagram under my name Cristallina Fischetti, and I'll be doing a live reading this weekend, a live video all about the spiritual retreat upcoming for autumn winter. Thank you so much for listening to the intro. I just thought it's I'm really excited about it, and again, it's a new season, so Virgo energy is here. All right, so with that being said, let's start with picking some cards, angels, ancestors and guides, for the picker pile, for the collective general reading, for the collective's love life. That's pile 1. Don't worry, I'll reveal the cards shortly. Pile 2, okay, the collective's love life. There's pile 3. Pile 3, the collective love life. Okay, so again, this is a general reading. If you would like a private reading, a direct, more accurate reading based on your current situation or whatever you're wanting to create in your love life, you may wish to book a direct reading with me, a direct booking with me. The information is down below. Astrology readings are also incredibly accurate too. There's an opportunity to book for that reading too. Pile 1, what is happening in your love life? We have the Forest, and it's number 36 in Roman numerals. There's a forest here. Okay, so pile 1, what's happening in your love life? The Forest, 36, pile 1. Okay. Pile 2, what's happening in your love life? We got the Kiss. Pile 2, we have the Kiss, and it's number 60 in Roman numerals. Pile 2, we have the Kiss. Okay, what's happening in your love life? And pile 3, what's happening in your love life? We have the 1. Pile 3, we have the 1, and it's 30 in Roman numerals. That's 30 in Roman numerals. Pile 3, we have the 1. Tune into each card, maybe pause the video to select your pile, to select your card, or if you want, you can listen to all of the cards. The timestamps for each pile is down below, and anything that I mentioned earlier, all the information is in the description box down below. I will see you at your reading. Pile 1, welcome to your reading, all about your love life. So we have this beautiful card. If you're wanting to know, this is the Kim Krantz cards, the archetype cards. I'm sort of doing an oracle-esque reading for all of you. So pile 1, I feel like in your love life, and it's funny because I'm getting an itchy hand right now. My left hand is itchy. So you're itching to receive. You're itching to receive. For some of you, you've searched high and low. I'm hearing there's a bit of ironic or sardonic humor about you. You've looked high and above and beyond, through the mountains, through the forests, through seas, oceans, traveled far and wide, and lo and behold, very poetic pile over here, lo and behold, there was no one to be seen. The prince was nowhere to be seen. The princess was nowhere to be seen. So I'm seeing some of you are very romantic, you're hopeless romantic. So I'm hearing pile 1, you could be the age 36, but it doesn't have to resonate for you. Maybe at your 36th age, something quite interesting, significant had happened for you. I'm actually hearing catastrophe. I'm also seeing that, you know, you're wanting this I'm hearing the golden nugget. You're wanting something special in your life. You're wanting the emerald. You're wanting the emerald. Some of you could be connected with the Emerald Isle, which is otherwise known as Ireland, and maybe your favorite color is green as well, which is the color of the heart chakra. Okay, so I do see your heart is opening to love, but it's kind of tricky to decipher between the woods and the trees. What that means is Spirit is saying it's tricky to use discernment to figure out what is actually your truest and best match, because there's a lot of options. Maybe some of you live in an area that's highly populated. I know it says the forest here, but I'm seeing lots and lots of people, a hubbub, a metropolis, a city, or it's maybe you're on dating apps and there are lots and lots of people that you're filtering through, but there's nothing there. So I would suggest, for those of you who are on dating apps and you're in the abstract medicine community, I would suggest to not be on them. To find love is to attract someone who is in the same frequency or the frequency that you are coming into. Now, abstract medicine collective is all about ascension. We're not lowering our standards, we're not lowering our frequency, we are not lowering our vibration, we are not lowering our energy. All three of them are completely individual and different, by the way. Frequency, vibration and energy are three different things. Okay, so we're not doing any of that. It's about ascending. So maybe your match is at a higher ascension, a higher frequency, a higher vibration, a higher energy, and maybe it's about you're in a situation or in an area where none of those things are working for you. The frequency ain't working, the vibration ain't working, the energy is out, it's too much, maybe too much energy. I'm seeing a lot of confusion, but let's get some clarity here. Let's get some clarity. What's happening? What's going on with pile one's love life? Angels, ancestors and guides. What is happening with pile one's love life? Yeah, we've had people who maybe have been players in the past and then have got what they wanted and then they left. So these are people, I'm using the Vera Sibilla, the Sibillina cards. These are people that I just heard were nasty. They're just nasty. These are people that got what they wanted and they made a quick exit, you know, and these are people who maybe were non-committal, maybe they were immature, emotionally speaking, as well. Maybe they thought they were really good in bed, but they actually weren't. Oh gosh, that's a blow to their ego, isn't it? I'm hearing a lot of these people that you dealt with in the past, romantically speaking, are getting their karma, are getting their comeuppance, are getting the medicine that they were giving out. Okay, so they're getting a taste of their own medicine, I'm hearing. We have disperato per gelosia. So we have people in your past or even around you. You know, I'm actually getting at this energy that you are the emerald here, pole one. And there's a lot of people that are wanting your attention. It's like, pick me, pick me, pick me. And you're like, no, actually, no. And some of you may have dealt with people or partners who are desperately jealous, possessive, and there may be a lot of fighting for your attention. So I'm sort of picking up on fight till the death kind of thing, a duel between two suitors who are fighting for your affection. Interesting. You could have dealt with people who may have had mental health problems, and maybe they saw you as someone who could heal their heart. Remember the heart chakra that we spoke about in terms of the color green. These may be people who have abandonment issues, but they're the ones who are non-committal themselves because they would rather leave. For some of you, these people may have rather have left rather over actually connecting further to create more emotional intimacy, because as we know, intimacy isn't just physical, it's emotional and spiritual and mental as well. So maybe they just bounced before they could get too far or deep into their feelings. I do get the sense that these people may be a bit superficial. Never trust a man with a bow tie is what I've been taught. So there's the energy of the jester here. There's the energy of someone who's very excitable, very jolly, but may actually not be serious. So maybe these are people that just weren't, again, your right match, or these are people that are still trying to get your attention, but they're still, you know, they're not really, they're only there for a good time and not for the long term. Now, that's fine if that's what you want. I just want to be clear that these are the energies I'm picking up on. Okay, so we have viaggio. I was actually picking up on number 8, which does talk about travel and money and finances. This could also be something related to the month of August I'm picking up on, and possibly November. Number 8 and number 11 could be very significant. You may have been dealing with, I just want to know, you may have been dealing with someone who was a air sign with the King of Swords. 11 di picche is the King of Swords, so that could be a Gemini, Aquarius or Libra. You may have also been dealing with someone who was from abroad. With number 8, I always associate that with the 8 of Wands, and we do have viaggio here, which again is another card about travel. So viaggio in Italian is travel. So maybe there may have been a distance, or maybe there was a need for this particular masculine to travel towards you. Okay, maybe they will be traveling towards you, but by that point your frequency, your energy and your vibration will have ascended so high that you may say to them, it's too late. 3 di fiori, 3 of wands, or the 3 of flowers. Okay, fiori is flowers, but in the tarot it's fiori is wands. These are Sibillina decks, so they're kind of oracle cards. So we see someone who, and my journal just fell, so I do see that someone could be suddenly, shockingly coming out of the blue, coming out of the cloud, I'm hearing, coming out of depression, sadness, or even a disassociation attachment style, or a anxious attachment style, or a, what's that style when you're separate and attached at the same time? Abandoned. They may have triggered your abandonment wounds. They also are aware of it. This is someone who's quite manipulative. They know what they're doing because they are in their head about it. So we have the King of Swords as someone who, this character here, is someone who is very calculated, very, actually I would say quite concerning, because you don't necessarily know their next move. They're on to 5 steps ahead, and they're like 5 or 10 steps ahead of you. They're actually saying, or 11 steps ahead of you. Okay, this is someone who's quite conniving. Again, I'm picking up on a trickster energy, someone who's a trickster. So this is someone who, I would say with this card, is someone who is unhealed. They get their healing, which is the snake here. They get their medicine, their healing from other women, I would say. The snake is the symbol of the feminine, and in Abrahamic texts, the snake is a symbol of evil, let's say, but it's also the symbol of medicine in the caduceus wand, still used today in the pharmaceutical medical industry. So I do see that this person gets their maternal feminine connection to Mother Earth energy through feminines, through women in particular. I do see this as a heterosexual connection, but we do have lots of men here, so it could also be a homosexual masculine connection as well. Either way, this is someone who is in and out, someone who is avoidant attachment. That's what I was searching for earlier. Avoidant attachment style kind of person. This is someone that would need to travel to you. The 3 of Wands is someone who is waiting for an opportunity, maybe work, money, or the go ahead, the green light, so that they can make that move. It's almost like they need someone to tell them to act now, rather than they themselves having that gumption or that free spirit, that the actual true Fool card, which is someone who's very spontaneous. They don't necessarily have a spontaneous spirit by nature. This is someone who sees lots of obstacles before they embark on something. So I do again see that this is someone who's very in their head. This is someone who is wanting to end certain cycles and chapters. We have 36 here, which is a 6 and a 3 is a 9. 3 and 6s could be significant. The 3rd of June or the 6th of March could be significant dates, but 3 and 6 is a 9, which is the endings and new beginnings. Serpents are also symbolic of endings and new beginnings, transmutational energy as well, death and rebirth. So I do see that maybe you who have been waiting for this person to ascend, to change, to come towards you, to travel towards you, to make active steps towards you, and that's why my left hand was itching earlier, it's no longer itching. It's because you were itching to receive and you were not necessarily treated as the emerald that you are. Okay, lots of channeling here. There were fun times. You do have a lot of fun times with people. I do see you're a very allegra person. You're a very happy and excited and excitable and fun person to be around. I do see that you have a lot of positive energy around you. You have good friends. You are a good friend. You're seen as a good friend as well. Maybe you work hard and you play harder. It's one of those things. There's a beautiful balance between what you do and who you are as well. I do see that what you do doesn't necessarily define you, but you are known as someone who is very much loved by your community. Beautiful channeling. We have the 9 di fiori here, so the 9 of flowers. A child could be of significance here. Maybe there were litigations or arguments or conflicts with someone that you were dating previously where they didn't want to have children and you did, for example. Or maybe, again, this is that new beginning that's happening for you. And maybe this person is wanting to be a part of that new beginning because they sense your frequency, they sense your energy shift, they sense your vibrational shift as you are ascending. And they want to be part of that. But as they come in, it's too late. That boat has sailed. You know, when someone is waiting for their ships to come in, maybe that boat has already sailed, is what I'm hearing. So you are already on a new chapter. You have the bambino. Some of you are looking very young for your age as well. People, generally speaking, side note, want to know how come. Maybe I should do a reading about what's the gossip on you. I'll do that maybe next. But I do see that you are onto a new chapter and you're just sleeping soundly at night, not without a care in the world. Without a care in the world, I'm hearing. You're not worried about any ifs, buts or maybes is what I'm hearing exactly. You're not worried about people or past connections. You're not letting them take your sleep. Okay. The King of Swords could also be a father figure as well. Someone who could be quite mentally manipulative, maybe in this energy that I'm picking up on, quite aggressive, very calculated. And maybe this is something you've had to deal with from childhood, just as a side note. So you may have negative role models in terms of men. We have consolante sorpresa. So we do have a surprise here. We have the 6 di fiori. We have lots of exciting energy. So as you're moving into this new chapter, this new energy, I do see that you're going to be having a lot of options here, but they're not quite meeting your emerald energy. I do see that there is someone here who could come in and sweep you off your feet. This could be a fire sign. This could be someone you already know, or someone that you will get to know through friends. I do see that this is outside of the dating apps. So if I'm hearing hell-bent on thinking that you're going to meet the one on a dating app, it's not just few and far between, it's incredibly rare. Okay, most of these profiles on the dating apps are bots. They're not real people. Okay, so we have the 9 di fiori here. Okay, which typically would be the energy of needing to close out a task, a group. I'm hearing a session. You're closing out some sort of group meeting or a project that you've been working with with groups of people, or maybe this is you yourself, that you've been working towards something really exciting, and you're just having a mini break before you complete your project, and that's totally allowed. But don't, Spirit is saying as a side note, don't keep your eye off the prize, I'm hearing. So finish that task, finish that project, I'm hearing, okay? So I do see that basically don't get too drunk so you get hungover and sabotage your dreams, because I do see that there's a project here as a side note that may be creative, maybe you work in the arts, and I do see that there is, you know, I was picking up on earlier, there's very romantic energy, hopeless romantic energy, very poetic. So I do see some of you are destined for the stage. Maybe some of you are actors, dancers, very theatrical. A lot of you have Sagittarius in your chart, Leo in your chart. I mean, these are destined fame signs, by the way, particularly in your personal planets, your sun, moon, rising, or even in your first house. Aries as well, you're a natural leader. You may have the first house in astrology in in Aries, or you may be in Aries. But I do see that you are someone who gains a lot of attention, but try not to sabotage your goals, okay? I'm picking up on Capricorn here, so you may have a friend, or your work or your business is very Capricorn in element, which is stay dedicated, stay focused, you know, continue until you complete, being very responsible, okay? So I do see, in any case, if you are a woman and you are in your feminine energy predominance, I do see you have a very strong balance between your masculine and your feminine energies, by the way. Yes, so let's see what else. Yeah, we have Gran Signore. Wow. So we actually do have someone here who is coming in, who is the main male. Gran Signore is the main male, okay? We have a King of Cups here. We have someone who is incredibly loving, someone who could really sweep you off your feet, which is what I was channeling earlier from Spirit. Someone who will sweep you off your feet. They're looking in your direction. Can you see that? They're looking towards you. They're not like your previous connections where they were out and like confused. You know, your past people had insecurity issues as well. They were coming in and out. They weren't sure if they knew deep down, if they were really truly honest with themselves, that they weren't your match. Not really. So I do see that this person who's coming in, as you're closing out this cycle, could even be that Nine of Wands energy. You're closing out that cycle. You're closing out that project of dating around, and you haven't quite met the one. This person is going to help you close out that chapter, okay? This is the new beginning that's coming in. This is someone who could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Does not have to be, but it's the element of someone who is incredibly loving, someone who sees what they like and they want to hold on to it, not in a possessive way, but Scorpio and Cancers particularly are very like attached. So if you're wanting to be really liberal minded and non-committal, and that's consenting, this is not the kind of person that would want that. This is someone who would want full, dedicated romance with you. And this could be a shock, you know, because this is someone who's stable and loving and who's there, you know. So this is going to be someone who I see is going to surprise you. And look, we have Amore. I mean, this is a love reading, and we have one of the most beautiful cards in this Sibilla deck. So this person could be born in 1984. We do have that here. Number 24 could be significant. We have someone who is being aided by a cherub, one of the love angels, to bring in love and romance in your life. You do not see this coming. I know that you're here for this reading. I know this sounds really great. This sounds really lovely, but I genuinely do not think you see any of this coming, which is so amazing. It's so beautiful. This is definitely going to be the one. This is going to be someone who you're going to be married to. They'll see you and they know that they want to marry you, and you will too. I do get the sense that a lot of you are feminines, and you are going to be slightly hesitant with this connection. Okay, you're going to be slightly hesitant with this connection, but they are very certain that you are it. You will in time see that they're very kind, that they don't want anything other than you being you, and that's it. So let's have a look and see what you're leaving behind using the Island Time Wellness Oracle cards. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited, message arrives, text, call, email, and hoovering. I also read that as hovering. So I do see that you're letting go of people that talk, but don't take any action. Okay, I do see that you're leaving people that don't necessarily carry through with their words. Again, this is the very typical energy of an air sign in their shadow, which is someone who speaks the right thing, but doesn't take action, which is that you've missed the boat. Fiori is that fire, okay? We have Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. So exactly, you're very hesitant. You're moving towards this energy where I do see you do have faith and love is coming, because I do see that we have Gran Signore, Viaggio, Amore, and Consolante Sorpresa. Love is coming, and there is going to be a surprise here. Okay, you could be meeting this person, this new person coming in through people, mutual connections. And we have this card, sunglasses, and it says watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. So you're also letting go of people who have been gaslighting you. You do have, again, lots and lots of people who are keeping an eye on you. They're keeping tabs. They could be keeping an eye on you at work or around your workplace or around your home. They could be going to the same coffee shops as you, the same bookshops as you. You know, this is, you're giving a lot of celebrity energy, okay? I'm not gonna lie. And I do see that there are people here who are actually kind of low-key obsessed with you. They would never admit that, but they are low-key obsessed with you, and they want to go to the places where you go because they want to feel and tap in and connect to your energy. You may wish to come to me for a shamanic healing session where we retrieve all of the love and energy and frequency and beautiful, sweet energy that you've been giving out to the world, to places, to people, and we do this ritual where we bring it back to you. Okay, because I do see that people are still being tethered to your energy that you've left behind, and it's not up for them to do that anymore. That's kind of in a way, without them realizing, it's sort of a form of black magic. So if you want to book a reading, just let me know, send me an email, or go ahead and book a shamanic session. It's a one-to-one, it's through Zoom, and it's a one-to-one session. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. It's a beautiful, positive reading, I would say, and I'm wishing you all of the best. Again, if you would like to do a private session, a private booking with me, or even focus on love for your life, and maybe you're wanting to do a mentorship program, which is 6 weeks, which has tangible results because we work on the emotional, energetic, spiritual, frequential, mental as well, then you may wish to book a mentorship program with me. The results are long lasting, between 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years. Some of my mentees have extended the mentorship program as well, so because I love it so much. So anyway, if that sounds good to you, go ahead and book, send me an email, or if you want, you can listen to Pile 2 and Pile 3 for further clarity. I'm wishing you lots of love and luck, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hello Pile 2, welcome to your reading all about love, what's happening in your love life, what's to come in your love life. Let's have a look. I mean, we have this beautiful card of the kiss. Isn't it such a pretty card? A very sweet, sensitive gesture to hold another person's hand, isn't it? It's incredibly touching and intimate and connecting. Some of you may have a tattoo on your thumbs, by the way, or your fingers, but in any case, it looks very beautiful. I do see you're wanting emotional intimacy. I'm picking up on Cancerian. I'm picking up on this Cancer sign. I'm picking up on an energy that's very maternal. I'm picking up on Netflix and chill. I'm picking up on, you know, being at home, being a bit of a homebody, and maybe this is what you're wanting in a connection, someone who shares similar interests as you, someone who feels like home to you, feels very connected. I do see that you're very private people, Pile 2, and maybe this is something that you are wanting in a connection where your private life's your private life and not everyone needs to know about it. I do see that you believe in sacred union, you believe in true love, you believe in a higher love, and I do see that. I do see, I'm actually hearing Tom Odell, the singer, he sings about a higher love, a higher love. I'm also picking up on Taylor Swift and her previous relationship, well, maybe it was a PR dating relationship with Tom Odell, but then after that with another English chap. He's an actor, and I do believe that that was a true connection, and I think that really scared the crap out of her, to be honest, because I believe that he saw her for who she really is, good, bad and ugly. And I think that really, again, scared the crap out of her. And I do see that she may be hesitant about this new connection that she is in. I do see that it is quite it ticks all the boxes, but I don't see her necessarily her heart in it. Allegedly, okay. I have thought about doing celebrity readings, you know, here on the YouTube channel, but it can be quite problematic. They're not gods, by the way, but I do see that celebrity and stardom is something that is kind of a hot topic and people love to know about it, as it makes our lives kind of seem quite tame, but it might be something that you might be interested in as well yourselves, Pile 2, where you're looking at people who are in leadership for guidance, and maybe people that you really admire are musicians or actors in particular. And so you're looking for that kind of romantic, sweet love. I'm also hearing the film Notting Hill. You know, these are kind of beautiful 90s, early 2000 rom-coms that they don't really do anymore, you know, and I think that we all get to have faith in love. We all get to explore the idea and possibility of actually being swept away by the beauty of love. I do see that here for you, Pile 2. I do see that as a potential. Now, with the Roman numeral 60, you could be 60. You may have turned 60. Number 6 next to a 0 is amplifying the number 6. So 6 for me is the energy of Venus. This may not necessarily be accurate, but I always associate, for some reason, I don't know, number 6 is the energy of Venus. Very feminine energy. It's about the home. It's about money. It's about abundance. It's about balance as well. It's about beauty. It's about harmony. And with that 0, it amplifies that 6. So I do see that you are incredibly Venusian, very mysterious. There's this energy of being private. There's an allure about you. There's something that you are also wanting to be mystified by, the mystery of love, you know, beautiful energy. And I do see that maybe you're coming into a new era of your life. Now, we did speak briefly about Taylor Swift, and she has her Eras tour, right? So I do see that you are entering a new era, a new epoch, a new paradigm, and you're wanting a love that isn't going to give you a headache, that's not going to be groundbreaking. It's going to be peaceful, it's calm. I'm picking up on a soulmate energy, something and someone that is instantly recognizable. It's an easy connection. It's sort of like a sibling-esque kind of connection, but it's deeply based on love and respect. And again, sacredness is really coming in very strong here for you, Pile 2. Let's have a look now at the Vera Sibilla and see what there is that we need to see for Pile 2, angels, ancestors, guides, in regard to Pile 2's love life. For those of you who've chosen Pile 2, yeah, exactly. You've dealt with, and the reason why we started the reading with such softness and respect, you know, reverence, is because you've been through the ringer, Pile 2. I do see that. We have these grazia, we have these catastrophes, this catastrophic energy in your past that you really are adamant to leave behind. You no longer want to bring that into your new era, this new paradigm of yours. And that's totally understandable. You're wanting soft, you're not wanting chaotic. You're wanting peace, you're no longer wanting drama. And as you should. Number 17 is the energy of healing. It's a star card. It's the energy of wishing upon a dream. There's the energy of Cinderella. It's the energy of Snow White. It's the energy of Disney, really, outside of the conspiracies behind it. Sette di Picche is the Seven of Swords. So much conflict, so many people getting what they want, lots of ego here. You've dealt with people that just wouldn't leave you alone. They wouldn't leave you even to be able to think straight, to think in a mannered way, in a measure for measure way, because everything may have been on I got to have it now energy. So I do see I see a person here that is you, that have been dealing with people that are takers. Now, I don't mean just romantically, I mean in all aspects of your life. People that have taken. What I do see here is that you have significantly burnt a major bridge with this past chapter of yours. It's not just a chapter in a book, it's an epoch. It's an era. So you've burnt a huge bridge from one epoch, and you've just entered into a new epoch and era. Now, the funny thing is, I don't think the people around you or that used to know you, even certain family members or friends, colleagues even, are aware that you are already over here on that bridge. You're already halfway over that bridge. I do see that maybe you have blocked people. You are no longer connected with these people because these people have drained your energy. They've made you incredibly sad and exhausted. We have malinconia. There's an energy about you, Pole 2, I'm not going to lie, where you feel guilty about cutting the cords, cutting the bridge, burning the bridge, burning bridges, putting a flame, putting a light to these people that really caused you harm. And the only reason why you feel guilty about that is because you actually are a loving and compassionate person. You would never treat people the way that these people have treated you. And so I say good on you for moving on and being so drastic about it. Of course, it's not who you are. I know that, I see that, I feel that, Pole 2. You don't have to explain it to me. I see it here. But I know that who you really are is someone who is incredibly soft, sweet, kind and affectionate. And all you got were people that may have cuckolded you, people that have caused affairs, that were very open about them cheating on you. This could also have been betrayals of trust, betrayals of your kindness, your softness, your sweetness, your intimate nature, your affectionate and welcoming energy. You may have brought people into your home that is your castle and they just trashed all over it, This is someone, or these are people that have zero respect for you. There's an energy of deep resentment of these people towards you, and all you wanted was love, all you wanted was affection, all you wanted was a hug and a kiss. It's really that simple. And yes, you are destined to have that. I do see that. I just have a lot of compassion for you, Pole 2, because you've been through it. This could be my pile. But yes, you're mourning these people now. We've got the lady here who is at a cemetery and she is mourning not just a loss, because I don't really feel it's your loss, it's their loss. You're mourning their loss of you. Okay, you are mourning their loss of you. That's a different energy. You stay in your power when you say this too. These people are mourning the loss of you. You've never lost them. They were never yours to be had. They were never yours to be in the first place in your energy. Because of your kindness, maybe you weren't aware. Maybe your third eye, or your intuition wasn't aware or open enough to see that these are people who were disastrous, bad news essentially. Okay, so we have Gran Signore here. So we do have a beautiful person here who is incredibly loving. We have the King of Cups here. You may resonate with pile 1, by the way. There are a few messages in there that may resonate with you, but if not, don't worry, and let's continue with the reading. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. So we did mention Cancer and Scorpio energy earlier, and Pisces. This is the energy of loving, romantic, sweet, kind, affectionate, emotionally intelligent, creative with their love, creative expressions of love. This is someone that will write you a love poem. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on, and you'll lap it up. Your love language is affection. Your love language is gift giving. I do see that, and for some of you it could also be cooking as well. Oh, look at that. We have Giovine Fanciulla. Okay, so what's coming in is this person is seeing you as someone who's really been through it. This person may be a natural, well, Pisces, well, the water signs in general, but Pisces are natural clairvoyants of the zodiac. All zodiac signs have their spiritual gift, by the way. But Pisces are natural clairvoyants, okay? So I do see that this person sees your duress. This person has, even though you look beautiful and very attractive, we have the Queen of Wands here. Someone who has a lot of admirers, someone who is drop dead gorgeous. I mean, this is someone who has a very, very sexy, sensual, magnetic aura and energy about them. You may also wear amazing clothes. The clothes that you wear hang really well on you. You have excellent taste as well. Taste in food, taste in clothing, taste in style. Now, remember, I spoke about Venus earlier with number 6. And so Venus is harmony. She is the goddess of beauty and love. Okay, she's the goddess of beauty and love. When we think of love, we think of Venus and Eros as well. So it's the energy of agape love, which is unconditional, high love without attachment. But then we have the Eros love, which is erotic love, which is sensual, sexual, and all the things. I do see that there's an energy of taboo about you. There could be some sort of fetish that you haven't necessarily explored, and maybe this is someone who would like to explore that with you. Each to their own. We don't judge, we just listen. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that this person sees through. Yes, they see your beauty, they see your natural, they see your soul actually. They also see at the same time what you've been through. I do also get the sense that you're not someone to be messed with. Even though you've been through all of this stuff, you are still kind and sweet and soft, but you're also not one to be messed with. You have a fiery energy about you. You're not afraid to burn bridges, burn eras, block people out for good reason. You're not someone who's very petty with how you do things. You don't do this on a regular basis. You do this when it is necessary, when people are not treating you with respect. And I do get the sense, Paul, too, that you've really come into this energy. Although you still maintain your innocence, you have this energy of don't mess with me. Okay, so there's a lot of respect, and that's also what makes you really magnetic, very attractive and quite sexy actually for a lot of people. So I'm also getting a tap on my left shoulder. You have a feminine in your maternal line that has also been through the same or similar. They're also teaching you how to be in this way. You may have a lot of beautiful, you may have a beautiful mother, you may, physically attractive, beautiful mother, sisters, aunties. You have a line of maternal line that were very beautiful, attractive, very, very beautiful, attractive women. They were known for their beauty. They were known for, this is the energy of the film Superwoman? And they live on an island. It's not Superwoman, is it? No, it is Superwoman. They live on an island. All these women, they just live on an island, and they're all self-sustainable. There are no men there, and they're all in the Venus energy, and they are just incredible athletes. They have an incredible physique. They are beautiful. They're attractive. They can do everything while still maintaining their grace. They're incredibly gracious. And I'm getting the energy that you are a real leader with the Queen of Wands for women, and you uphold feminist principles too. There's nothing performative about you, pile 2, and I see that this person really sees all of that as soon as they meet you. So this is someone who's coming in that sees you. But really, I know this is a love reading where usually it's about another person coming in, but I'm getting a sense mainly about you and what you've been through, and that's fine. I see that you've come into who you really are, and again, there's this beautiful balance of boundaries that you've learnt. Maybe boundaries has been a really hard lesson for you over your lifetime so far, whilst maintaining your grace and sweetness. Beautiful. So we have consolante sorpresa. So we have a surprise for you. So there's someone here who's going to be surprising you. Someone here is going to come in out of the blue, out of nowhere. Now this could be a patron, by the way. This could be a patron of the arts. This could be someone who would like to patronize you, and I don't mean that in the way that it's normally meant nowadays. It means to become a patron of your craft, your gifts. You know, this is the energy that you give now. Is you walk into the room and then you get paid. You get paid for walking into the room. Your aura is incredibly magnetic. So you're letting go of la nemica. There could be a female here. If pile 1 we had il nemico, we have pile 2 here with la nemica, which is the female foe. So you're letting go of jealous people, maybe women in particular, who may have tried to sabotage connections in the past. You know, these are people that may have tried to sabotage connections in your past. Maybe there's someone here who, with the Queen of Swords, you know, to be honest, I'm also getting it as you're really on guard, okay? So I know you want this softness, I know you want this emotional, intimate connection, but I do get the sense also you yourself are coming in with those boundaries really, really up. So don't try me, what? You asked for my name, you asked for my number? Okay, let me just get my dagger real quick. So I do see that your mask is lifted and you're no longer playing kind or soft anymore. And this is really sad, because when people destroy innocence, take the innocence from somebody through violence or violation or some sort of principle where they think that they are deserving of your energy, you've really been through the ringer, pile 2. This can destroy that person's identity completely. But I just want to say that not everyone is cut by the same cloth, okay? Everyone may want a piece of your pie, pile 2, but it doesn't mean that everyone is out to get you or to hurt you. So please just know that you can still maintain your boundaries while still maintaining your grace. And if it is love that you want, there is an element of vulnerability that you get to be. And it's one of those things in life, isn't it? So we have la leggerezza. So be a bit more lighthearted. Maybe flirt a little bit. Just be your natural flirtatious self. I do see this person coming in through your DMs, actually. I do see this person coming in. This could be an online connection. Dottore. So we have the King of Wands here. Now this is the direct match to the Queen of... there's a direct match to the Queen of Wands. So I do see not only is this person going to be very healing for you in love, they also have a high standing and stature. This is someone who is of well repute. This really is a gentleman. You know, they're very far and few between nowadays. Just today I went to the supermarket and I struck up a conversation with a gentleman that was in the same aisle as me, just in front of me, and he was very sweet and very kind, you know, and he wasn't asking me out or anything like that. He was a real gent. And the cashier lady and the mum behind me, they were both kind of like, wow, you know, what a lovely man. And I go, yeah, they're few and far between nowadays. There are few and far gentlemen around nowadays. And he was very distinct and distinguished and eloquent, and had travelled, and, you know, came from different lands, and had an interesting part, had, you know, great taste as well. He told me that he was going to cook a lobster for dinner for his friends, you know, and he was going to add particular ingredients, the Italian ingredients, you know. I just thought it was really interesting. So just so you know, I feel like you have, again, great taste, and this person also is very distinguished, very discerning. Say, for example, they're very sartorial and very distinguished. They are the ultimate discernible client, you know. The way they walk, the way they move, the way they hold themselves is of someone who has high regard, good etiquette, good breeding, if not good breeding, that they've learned how to be that. You know, Clark Gable, for example, didn't necessarily come from an aristocratic family, but he learned how to have good etiquette, to sit, to walk, to stand. And yes, even though unfortunately in Hollywood at that time, still to this day, people who are gay aren't necessarily able to come out, and he was a homosexual man, but it's not because he was homosexual. He was able to walk, move, talk in a way that was of a gentlemanly style. It's also innate within a person, but it can always be refined through self-improvement, education. Okay, so I do see that this person is someone really of high standings, and they are someone who, they could be someone who's a self-made man. They could be someone who they themselves are incredibly good looking as well. The King of Wands is someone who's very handsome, very charming, and they don't have any negative, they don't have a bone to pick with anyone. They're not about gossip. They speak eloquently. They don't want to cause any drama. This person is very chill. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups here. This is someone who is incredibly loyal, particularly for those of you ladies out there, or men out there, who have had people that have betrayed your trust. This is someone who's incredibly loyal. If they say they're going to meet you at a certain date and time, they will meet you at a certain date and time on the dot. Okay, they won't keep you hanging. They won't be half an hour late. They won't be an hour late. They will be there at the time. They don't care if you're late, but they will be there. They are someone who is a person of their word. Okay, a person of their word. Now, they themselves could have a dog. They could have a white dog. They may wear a hat when it's sunny. They may not necessarily wear sunglasses. They may also wish to go to the beach and maybe cover themselves. Maybe they don't, you know, with a tent or a hat. Maybe they're light skin for their race, and maybe they don't want to burn. But I'm seeing linens. I'm seeing a lot of linens. I'm seeing silk. I'm seeing really beautiful clothing with this person. I'm seeing Africa. This person may travel to Africa, or Africa has a really close connection to them. India as well. I'm hearing Zimbabwe. Wow, I didn't get any of this in part one, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Pile 2. This person is incredibly loyal. And loving and sweet and kind. I mean, they have it all. They genuinely have it all. They have a very good physique. You're going to be surprised by this person. This is someone who's your match and your dream come true. So please don't sabotage it by being extra cautious. Be light. If they ask you out for a date, say sure. Okay, why not? That's all it has to be. It doesn't have to go any further. Let's see what you're leaving behind. Or what you're moving towards is paradise. Okay, which is kind of this energy, isn't it? I'm also seeing Italy, France, the south of France. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this person has a yacht or a Bentley or both. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So pile 2, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, which is la leggerezza. Okay, flirtatious energy, playfulness, enjoying each other. Wow. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, I love this. Okay, let's see what else. What else? We're using the Island Time Wellness. Look, we have Kiss and Kisses. Kiss and Kisses. And kisses are really, you'll know by their kiss. I'm hearing the Cher song. It's in his kiss. That's where it is. Okay. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. I do feel like it's pretty soon. It's pretty soon, pole 2. Yeah, this person will ask you out for a date and want to have a coffee with you. They won't want to necessarily have any alcohol. They want to keep it light, la leggerezza. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So that this may start as friends first, but you'll know that they have a good and friendly intent. But it's not just about friendship, because you both have an attraction, instant attraction towards each other, by the way. I think you are both single. I would say you are both single. This person may actually maybe coming out of a divorce, by the way. Just so you know, they could be coming out of a divorce. Their last partner or relationship over 7 years, I'm hearing, could be someone who is very conniving, evil-spirited, bitch is exactly what I'm hearing from your future connection, from your future spouse. This is someone who you will settle with, you will be married to. Okay, talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, and hovering. So after you have a coffee, they will contact you immediately back. This is someone who's not going to waste their time. They know what they want, and they usually get what they want in work and business. But I do see, even if you are, I mean, it's kind of a typical the gentleman travels and connects to and courts the lady. So this person is very traditional, and they'll follow up on that. Okay, you don't have to chase them. This could also be someone who you might be meeting at a coffee shop, by the way. You could be meeting this person at a coffee shop, an art gallery, the theatre, somewhere of high culture. Okay. And you're both learning and letting go of a karmic relationship. So something that was fleeting, that was very triggering, there was a lot of turmoil, disgrazia. Both of you could be leaving a karmic relationship. This could also be divorce as well. Turmoil, which would be disgrazia, which is here. Lessons, resentment, letting go and loving you. So you're letting go of a karmic relationship. And this connection is ascending, transcending obstacles, learning expansion, a new phase, and preparing for union. So a lot of you are indeed doing that. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 2. I do hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you like a private reading, you know where to find me. You can listen to Pile 1, Pile 3. If you like to have a mentorship program with me, 6 weeks, session to session, 1-to-1 per week with me, all about your love life, and you want to focus on that, like your love life is your main goal, then you may wish to book the 6-week program with me, where we really focus on that. And there are tangible results, believe you me, there are tangible results, emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual results. So if that sounds good to you, send me an email or connect with me, or go ahead and book down below in the description box. This is where I'll leave you. Listen to Pile 1, Pile 3, and I'll catch you next reading. Bye for now. Bye. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So for those of you who picked the 1, this is your reading. All about your love life, Pile 3. So interestingly, we have Pile 3 and we have 3 10s in Roman numerals here, which is the 30. So the 3 and the 0. Number 3 is about collaboration, it's about teamwork. You could be meeting the 1 through teamwork. So you could be meeting someone who is going to be of great significance to you in a group dynamic. This is also giving me the energy that both of you are incredibly respected or have expertise, and one of you has or many expertise or skill sets that the other one doesn't have, but somehow it matches and gels really well. It's kind of the energy of a puzzle piece that fits perfectly. I do see that this is someone who is already connecting to you in maybe the Akashic records, the Akashic realm, the liminal realm, the dream realm as well. All of those three things are different, by the way. I do see that this is someone who you've been waiting for, you've been wanting and longing for, maybe for quite some time. You could be age 30, or age 30 could be a year that was incredibly significant to you. Now, 3 and 0, the 3 is amplified by the 0. So number 3 is about creativity, it's about being in the spotlight, it's about living your dreams, it's about your desires being matched and reached. It's also about you working and gelling well with other people and creating magic, essentially. I do see that you are considering and seeing yourself now as the one in your life. So maybe you, or when you're about to meet this person, the one, you're giving yourself your own ultimate priority. And I do see that there's at that point where you give yourself reverence and priority, that the cosmos also responds in kind and then unleashes the one into your radar. And that's exactly the channeling that just came through from spirit. Number 3 could be your favorite number. Number 3 could be your life path number. Pyramids could be significant. The pyramid of Egypt could be significant. Of course, there are other pyramids around the world too. Egypt could be significant. I do see this as someone who you've been with before in other lifetimes. This is definitely of a spiritual nature, a spiritual connection, and that's also what you're wanting. You're wanting the Holy Trinity, which is, sorry, let me just adjust. The Holy Trinity, which is the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost. You're wanting it all. You're wanting that magic. You know, each one as an individual works really well, but when you have all three, you have the power of God. I do see that you believe in God, you believe in a higher power, you believe the importance of the teamwork makes the dream work kind of situation thing. I do see that there is power in numbers, but ultimately it's you that's running the scene or the stage, that you're on stage. It's like a performer. It's like a singer. The singer isn't the one that's building the set or the stage or creating the perfect lighting or the sound or all of that. They are the singer, they are the performer. I mean, maybe they also produce their own music, but they are the one who's the spectacle, the star of the show. They are also in reverence and respect and acknowledgement that it takes a village, it takes the whole group, troupe, equipe to create this marvel. And it's kind of creating, you know, the illusion of the cinema, the illusion of the dream into reality made real for spectators to watch and admire in awe, which is you. And it's not like you're playing tricks on the mind of other people. You are incredibly magical, Pile 3. You have this energy that a lot of people want to respond to and work with. You can say, and I don't think you're even conscious of it or aware of it, but you can say with a smile, oh, would you mind helping me with my shopping, for example? And there'll be 5 people going, oh yeah, I'll help you. I mean, that's the energy of teamwork, you know. But it's like people can't say no to you. And I think that you know this power within you, but I don't think you fully are aware of how powerful you are until you realize that you can't make other people or things your priority. You have to make yourself your priority in your life. Is your health right? Is your body right? Is your head right? Are you sleeping well? Are you eating well? Do you feel safe? Are you safe? Are you drinking enough water? Like, hint, drink some water. That kind of thing. So I see you, pile 3, leaving a certain way of being where you have been people pleasing into a new way of being, which is, I'm going to see myself as the priority in my life. I'm going to be the leader of my life. I'm going to be the star of my own show here. Because I think you've been giving your energy for way too long to people that didn't deserve it. So, pile 3, the 1. The kind of connection that you're wanting is a connection where your person gets to be someone who also believes in God. They're also whole. I do see that you have you have passed many lessons, experienced and understood the lessons, and you are now whole within yourself. This is the energy of someone who is ascended. You have ascended, pile 3. You've elevated. You are whole. It's giving the energy of the ascended master. Now, number 3 is also associated with Yeshua, Jesus Christ, the Christ. So there could be the energy of you coming into your Christ consciousness awareness as well. There's an energy of real completion within you, pile 3. And that is when you meet the 1. Yeah, I mean, like, we have La Superbia that came out, which is just, I mean, it's incredible. It's superhuman, even superb. In the shadow aspect, this can be very egoic, but again, this is the energy of someone who, which is you yourself, is elevated, refined, sophisticated. You are your own role model. You don't necessarily look to others for inspiration. You are inspired, and I don't mean that in a weird self-centered way. I just feel like you're so grateful and connected. You're grateful for your mind, you're grateful for your body that works, you're grateful for the food that you eat, the shelter that you have, the safety that you have, and all of those things. But you're also acknowledging your own beauty that is physical and inner, and spiritual and emotional. And you have a recognition of your attributes that are unique, and you have a recognition of your own marvel. So there's an energy that it's like your higher self is recognizing your physical self, your human self, as someone who is that bitch. I just gotta say it like that. You know, I am that bitch. Maybe you're saying that in the mirror, but I feel like maybe you were looking at, maybe you've spent your life looking at other people, just going, wow, I wish I had her hair, I wish I looked like her, I wish I this is that. But you have come into such radical acceptance of who you are that you realize, actually, I have it all. I am her. You know, beautiful energy. I love that. We have Amore. I mean, look at these beautiful cards. We have this is a love reading, and we have the love card here in the second round already. So yes, you do see yourself as the one yourself. In order to be with the one, you get to be the one for yourself first, and in service to God. I feel like you are people who are in service. You have a very strong connection with the cosmos, very strong connection with other. You believe, you know, you don't just believe, you know wholeheartedly, you know without a doubt that there are multiple universes, multiverses, multiple versions of yourself in other dimensions and realities. You know that on a cosmic level. Can you explain that? No, but you know that. You'll try to explain it through philosophy. You'll look at a flower and you'll look at the petals and you'll try to explain, look at all the petals that are on this flower, on this daisy, and see how many petals there are. That times 100 or times 500 is a possibility of that flower being multiplied in other dimensions and realities. And that's just one flower with multiple petals and multiple dimensions and multiple realities and multiple existences. And so you'll try to, maybe some of you are teachers as well. Pile 3. We have Due di Fiori here, which is the 2 of Wands. You've already embarked on a new chapter. You do believe in the twin flame connection. Due di Fiori is 2 flowers, which is the two of Wands, the 2 flames, the twin flames. I also just heard the twin towers. Okay, interesting. You may be connected to New York, or you may be a New Yorker. You love New York. September is coming through, which is September 11th as well. So maybe there's something of significance there, particularly for you. You may have known people that had lost their lives then. I do see that there's something really incredible about you, and I think that we immediately, out there, particularly through your dreams and the Akashic records and your sense of wholehearted, without a doubt, understanding and awareness, that there are other universes and multiverses and versions of you, that you already know that there's someone out there for you. You know that. It's like you're here getting that confirmation through me from this reading, but you don't need me to tell you that. You already know that. So I see that because you know that on a soul level, Pile 3, you're very soulful people. You are guided by your soul and your higher self and the oversoul. You are guided by the energy of one. You are guided by the energy of the Holy Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit outside of the religious context. The religious context doesn't want you to believe in the multiverses. They want you to believe in the religious dogma, which is limited belief. Okay, so you believe in your match already, because you may have met them already in the liminal spiritual dream realm. And so because of that, the second card is love. The second card is true love coming in. So we have Quattro di Coppe, which is the 4 of Cups. So maybe you're at a point right now where things are seemingly kind of a bit boring in love, or there's not much activity or energy or anything going on in love. But as soon as there's something about it coming in, kind of when you least expect it, but I feel like you're very tapped in. Let's see the next card. Oh look, we have L'Amante. I mean, you kidding? 3 cards for you, Pile 3, and we have cards that match your energy, frequency and vibration. We have the lover here. We have the true love here, serenading you. You know. Now this is the King of Cups energy, or the Knight of Cups energy. This is the Knight of Cups energy. So this is someone who believes in love. They are hopelessly romantic. They love love. But I also get the sense that maybe this person already knows you. They could be a musician. What is... We have ammalato. So sickness. Quattro di Picche is a 4 of Swords. You yourself may be healing a heartbreak at this time. You may be healing from disappointments, heart issues, ailments. You may be mourning as well, a passing, you know. We have La Alegria. This could be someone who you know in your community already, okay? This is someone who is very popular, or at least quite popular. They attract a lot of attention, the good kind. They're fun. They're very fun. We have speranza. This is you having hope and holding on to this hope for great love to come in. And this love does come in. Now, this love may already have entered during Leo season, but maybe it entered in energetically so far. So the energy of this love coming in came in energetically through Leo season, or the month of August in particular. And that energy was connecting to you. Your one was connecting to you through your dream space, for example. So this hasn't materialized just yet, but I do see that this is and we have the Otto di Coppe, which is the 8 of Cups, which does talk about well, the 7 of Cups. But as I'm reading it, this is the energy of dreams coming in and out, like little whisperings, utterings, feelings, senses, signs. I'm hearing simulation as well. We have the Queen of Wands here. So this is your energy, which is matching la superbia. Now, the Queen of Cups, sorry, the Queen of Wands and la superbia is actually the Empress together. So I'm going to put these together. The Empress has the Aurora Borealis crown on her head. So again, she's connected to the 12 zodiac signs. She's connected to the ethers, the cosmos, and so much more. She is expansive on a soul level. She is much loved by her soul family, but she is much loved by the universes. Beautiful channeling. Now, she is you, and you have experienced pain in your heart. Your hand is over your chest here, which is telling me that you are slightly guarded and you're holding on to your heart because you're still healing. Okay, so you may not necessarily feel physically or emotionally ready for love just yet of a romantic nature, but I do see that you sense already your true love coming through. Now, I don't see you already being in a connection. I feel like many of you are out of a relationship already. So we have casa. Now, this person could be someone who is in the same city, town, place as you. This could also be the same workplace, okay, institution as you. By the way, I don't think this is someone who is too far away from you. If anything, this is someone who is quite close in your vicinity. This is also someone who would be in your city or your closest city, and this is someone who's I just heard quite cosmopolitan. They have good male friends if they are a man as well. I don't know if they're a woman, but you know, they've got brothers, let's say. This could be someone that you're meeting. I'm hearing Bristol, I'm hearing London, Milan, maybe Rome even, but it doesn't matter. Bangladesh, New Delhi, I'm hearing. What else am I hearing? I'm hearing Madagascar, interesting enough. So this person may be connected to Madagascar on a spiritual level as well, or even ancestrally. Il ladro. So we have a thief here, militare. So what you're letting go of is someone who played with your heartstrings. This person played with your heartstrings. You've been cut by love quite a few times. And I'm hearing, I'm still standing, and you're still standing. You're dealing with people who took from you, took your most treasured possession, which is your heart. And they were defensive when you called them out on their BS. Let's get two more. This is the Vera Sibilla card. Yeah, we have Morte. So there's a death and a connection. You definitely are dealing with either or both a death in a relationship. So romantically speaking, you have an ex here. This is also an actual death that you've experienced. So you're healing, you're mourning. I don't think you're crying right now, but you're sort of at the end stages of that mourning period. Okay, one more. Belvedere, I'm seeing this as your ex keeping tabs on you and keeping an eye on you. Let's get one more or two more. Allegrezza al cuore, a dance. This is someone that likes to dance. They will take you out dancing. If you like dancing, they'll take you out dancing. They'll be like, oh, do you want to go out dancing? And you say, yeah, okay, I like dancing. If some people don't like to dance, you know, but if you're really into dancing, particularly with this Queen of Wands energy, you're very creative, you're very expansive, you maybe do yoga, ballet, jazz, contemporary dance, flamenco. You know, there's a lot of activity and energy that you get to release because you have a lot of kundalini energy about you. And these are all sensual practices. This person also enjoys dancing too. And in the bedroom, I'm hearing il nemico. So pay attention to an ex who may wish to come in on the sly and sabotage your actual true one coming in. So be constant, be strong, be forthright, I'm hearing, and stay the path. As I say that, it's 22 minutes on the timer, so number 22 could also be of significance. Stay the path, stay committed, stay strong. I'm picking up on Athens, Greece. I'm hearing the name Pilar. I'm hearing the name Priya. I'm hearing Urupadesh. I don't know. Anyway. I'm hearing Mesopotamia. I'm hearing Corinth. Now this could be a university, Corinthia. Now these could also be the names of the buildings, by the way. So the runner is a runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. So in your past, you were entertaining or dealing with someone who was a runner. Okay, this is someone who was scared, as we said, of intimacy, and they were really in their ego. They only listened to their ego. They weren't listening to their intuition, which for someone like yourself is incredibly frustrating. It's incredibly frustrating when you're dealing with someone who has a big ego and is not willing to let it rest and put it to the side. We have the mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, and gaslighting. So you were dealing with people or a person who was doing all of those things. You know, they were love bombing you perhaps too. They were saying, oh, I love you so much, this is that, or they'd say they meet you up with you and they wouldn't, or they just disappointed you over and over again. They were also hiding their true emotions. They were hiding their true feelings. You know, when you're in a relationship with someone, you've got to be completely honest with them. And there's no real space for ego in a soulful romantic relationship. There's no space for ego in a relationship. There really isn't, romantically, or even emotional, or even platonic, or even familial, or even in your career. I mean, your career is kind of slightly egoic in a way, but when it comes to love, it's like there's a battle of the love and the mind. The mind is the ego. So did this person really ever love you if they were in your... Did this person ever love you if they were in their ego? Chances are they didn't fully. Maybe they thought that they did because they were thinking rather than feeling. So they have this person that you were dealing with, that is your ex, had a disconnection with their heart and their head. There was a block between the heart and their head. Or if anything, there wasn't a clear channel. You can't think your way through love. You just love. You feel. Sometimes you don't even choose love. It chooses you. You don't know when it's coming. It just turns up sometimes. So, but I think the last person you were with was pretending. They did a quite a good job of it until you found out that actually the whole thing was a facade. They were a phony. They were fake. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. Now, you could have been dealing with someone who was a cheater, or someone who was very flirtatious at work, okay? Someone who was your own enemy, even. Someone who may have had people around them that were vying for their attention, and they slipped into their ego. It made them feel really good. And maybe they entertained, even emotionally, the idea of being with that person. Even when you entertain the idea of being with another person emotionally and you're in a connection that is legitimate, that's also cheating. It's emotional cheating. Okay, so the next situation is a love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Now, this could also be an ex who may send you a message of love, but I do see you've got to be careful here, because it could be gaslighting and they're still in their delusions, all right? But I do see that your next person will be very expressive emotionally and creatively speaking. This person shows love through romantic gestures, through fun times, music, playing music. This is someone who will create a playlist for you, or a mixtape or something like that. Music, dancing. This is someone who will turn up at your workplace unannounced and give you flowers, you know. Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one. So we have the one again. So a lot of you, pile 3, are meeting the one very soon. Very soon. I don't know exactly when that is, I'm sorry, but it's very soon. Okay, very, very soon. Because I think we've just passed the summer season, Leo season. I feel like it's approaching soon. Maybe in the next 3 months. I would say by December for some of you. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. Let's get one more. Or two. Oh, look, we've got kisses, which we had in pile 2. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. This person is very affectionate. Paradise, happiness. I'm hearing that song Paradise by Coldplay. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness. Again, oneness. Enjoying each other. Maybe you met on holiday, you know. This is someone who would say, all right, let's go on holiday, like the first month after they're meeting you. This is someone who's safe, by the way. They're not some creepy, weird, crazy stalker. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited messages arrive, text, call, email, hoovering or hovering. While you're minding, okay, this is the energy I was picking up on. While you're minding your own business and still doing the self-love journey, essentially, this person shows up maybe in your workplace unannounced, or this person slips into your DMs if you have a high social media presence related to your work, okay, or your career. This person will want to talk to you, converse with you, meet you, and the conversation is going to keep flowing. So pile 3, that's all I have for you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you would like to do a mentorship program dedicated to just love for you, or anything else you may wish to book with me, it's 6 weeks. It's going to change your life. I know this because I have testimony from my mentees about this. There are tangible results on an emotional, physical, energetic, spiritual level. If you would like a private reading related to your love life, of course you can book ahead as well. And if you would like to listen to pile 1 and pile 2, of course you can go ahead and listen to those piles as well. If this is where I leave you, I wish you so much love, luck and joy. Continue the beautiful work that you're doing, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye for now. Bye.